It's a video for American citizens who are thinking of traveling to Cuba, and it will show you how to fill out the required Vieja form. So first, you need to access this form, and you can do it by going to Google Chrome, and it's important that you use Chrome or Firefox and not Safari, because this form doesn't work well on Safari. Another thing to remember about before doing this form is to do it not earlier than 48 hours before your trip. So you can do it 12 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours before your trip, 48 hours before your trip, but no earlier than 48 hours before your trip. And then you have to have ready your flight number, your passport number, your address in Cuba. So these things, again, passport number, flight number, and your address in Cuba. And now you're ready to fill out this form. To access this form, you can do it in two ways. You can go to Google Chrome. Again, remember, it's best to use Chrome for this or Firefox. And you type the Viajeros Cuba. Yeah, and then you can click it here, or you can use this link here. This link is also below in the comments under this video. So we enter in the Viajeros. Now the form is in Spanish. It shows up in Spanish, so you change the language first. You go to language and you change to English. Now we have it in English. Then you click form request. You enter your name. I will enter the name of our company. Because it's just, so let's say my name is Colibri and my last name is Travel Tours. Then your birthday, only the boxes that are marked in red are required. The one in gray are not required. So birthday, here you start from a day, not from a month. So you enter here. Oops. You select your gender, country where you were born. I was born in Poland. So I go to Poland. If you were born in USA, you start typing USA. But I'm American now, so USA. My country of permanent residence is USA. Passport number that you'll be traveling with. Oops. Country of permanent residence USA. So you type and you make sure that it pops in. Then you go to a next screen, arrival date. Here it's different. The first is the month. So I'm traveling on January 9th. These ones are pre-entered for you, so you just enter here 09. Flight number, again, if you change in flights in Miami, for example, I'm flying Boston, Miami, Miami, Havana, you enter the flight number of the flight that is arriving in Havana. So in me, it will be 347. American Airlines, the airline. You don't need to enter seat number, it's in gray, it's optional. Entry, airport to Cuba, I will be landing in Havana, so here it's Jose Marti La Habana. My country of origin, I be flying from United States, so again USA. Travel reasons. Now you probably entered when you were buying your ticket, if you are American, you enter support for the Cuban people. That was for American government. So support for the Cuban people is for American government travel category. Here, this form is for Cuban government, and here you are a tourist, so you enter tourism. And you click next. Province where you are going. I'm landing in La Habana, and most people probably travel to Havana, so I enter La Habana. Municipality. Here many people find this confusing because you stay in this asks you for the municipality where your neighborhood is located in. So for example, if you're staying in Havana Vieja, your municipality is also called Havana Vieja. If you're staying in Centro municipality is Centro Havana. But if you're staying in Vedado, municipality is Plaza de la Revolución. So Vedado is Plaza de la Revolución. If you stay in Miramar, it's Playa. So those are the most popular places where tourists stayed in the most popular neighborhoods of Havana. If you don't know your municipality in Havana, you just enter Havana Vieja, and that's perfectly fine. They will correct it if they want to. So I'm staying in Miramar, so Playa. A place of accommodation. If you stay in Airbnb or casa particular, you enter house or room for rent. If you stay in hotel, home is if you visiting your family or you returning if you are Cuban living in the United States. Address, so I'm staying in a rented home. Traveler address, this is street and the number of the house. Then countries visited in last 15 days. I haven't traveled in last 15 days. Symptoms in last 15 days, I haven't had any. So I skip this. This is gray. Vaccination is currently not required to travel to Cuba, and PCR test is not required to travel to Cuba. So you can skip this and you can keep going. Here, no, I'm not traveling with unaccompanied baggage. I don't have anything to declare. If you're traveling with less than 5,000 US dollars, so if you're traveling with less than 5,000 US dollars in cash, you don't have to put it here. So you don't have to enter any of these. I have nothing to declare, so I say no. I go next, and then I agree that it's all true, and I enter this code T2, and then this, oops, one more time, sometimes it happens. Next, and then you just, yes. You can take a screenshot of this code because you can access this, you can access that form again. If you want, if you made a mistake or didn't remember something, or you can just edit this form by using this private code. You can also view PDF. And that's important. It's important that you either print this or you take a screenshot of this form. When you're taking a photo of a screenshot, make sure to cover all these 3 QR codes. And that's super important because actually in Cuba, they will need this code here. And in United States, when you'll be boarding your plane, the first plane, and checking in your luggage, they will ask you if you have this QR code, and you will need to show it to them. Together with, they asking also for your visa and for your address in Cuba, your first address. So if you're staying in, let's say, 3 days in Havana, 2 days in Trinidad, you only need to provide the first address where you'll be staying in for first day in Havana. Now, so these 3 forms, these 3 things you may be asked for right in the United States when boarding the flight, even the first flight, and checking your luggage. So it's important, if you need visa to Cuba, it's important to know that you can actually order it earlier. The cost of visa through agency, for example, you can order it through Colibri Travel and Tours. It's between $75 to $95, and it will be shipped to your house. Otherwise, you can buy it at the airport in Miami or New Jersey or Texas, on Houston, Texas, and the cost depends on the airline, is between $50 to $100. And then you have to explain on the first leg of your flight that you'll be buying the visa later. We advise to have a visa in advance. When you have all these documents, you're ready to go, and your check-in on your Cuba flights will be a breeze. You can check for the visas below in comments for the link to the Viajeros form. Again, it's here. If you have any questions, give us a call, 617-301-1237, and write us an email, info@colibritraveltours.com. Yeah, happy Cuba travel.